thing. Let's keep pushing forward. Again, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here live.
Okay, just snippets from here on out.
This is where
Agreed.
This is where the fucking starts right
There's
now.
no fucker. I thought we always play the entire songs. Maybe I'm getting.
Yo, come on, man. Come on, yo. Listen, I'm just as being an official cast member and a team of Eats Beats and Rhymes, Ike Infamous. Yo, cut all that for TV bullshit out, man. Cut off all that TV bullshit out.
Not only will I adhere to the requests of the people, I hear the people. The next songs coming up are "Shut Up, Bitch," "Whoa," which was also a single, and "Slippin'." And right before "Shut Up, Bitch," there's an intro. I'm gonna skip the intro. I'm gonna go straight to "Shut Up, Bitch." So let's go ahead and do that. "Shut Up, Bitch," featuring Money Mike on the track, produced by Mr. Williams and Raja, or is that Mr. Raja?
I don't know who they are.
Mr. Raja.
Just say the name. Say the name of the record for me one more time, Jules.
Shut up, bitch. Not the intro, just the song. Just the song.
Yeah, like
Can't get started. Let's get it.
I heard she married. I heard she dead broke. I heard she sniffing coke. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, yo, Kim can spit.
Man, she don't write her shit.
Nah, Biggie wrote her shit.
Shut up, bitch.
I heard she going to jail.
I heard she out on bail. She done fucked up now.
Shut up, bitch.
Why she get her nose fixed? Why she got bigger tits? Why is y'all on my shit?
Shut up, bitch.
Everybody talking, all these haters hawking. Paparazzi stalking, taking pictures while I'm walking. Damn, can a bitch breathe? Give me room, please. I'm in the paper a day if I piss or sneeze. Used to ride in the rental LeBaron. Now you can catch me in the SLR Mercedes McLaren. Riding with the doors up, haters pick your Joes up. I'm in the Trump International, 30 flows up. You ain't paying my bills, so you ain't saying nothing. Ain't keeping it real, then you need to stop fronting. You say you got this, but we don't see nothing. And people, if you feel me, get this whole shit jumping. Used to talk about the way I wore my clothes. Now every chick look like Little Kim in their videos. Don't come around here with that Wendy Williams shit. Get your facts straight or shut up, bitch. I heard she married.
I heard she dead broke. I heard she sniffing coke. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, yo, Kim can spit.
Man, she don't write her shit.
Nah, Biggie wrote her shit.
Shut up, bitch.
I heard she going to jail.
I heard she out on bail. She done fucked up now.
Shut up, bitch.
Why she get her nose fixed? Why she got bigger tits?
Won't y'all get off her shit?
Shut up, bitch.
I don't know what she's doing already. I'm like, hold on.
Niggas, not my niggas, no, no, no. In the club, we sippin' on P, sippin' on P, oh, whoa, whoa. Sexy ladies going crazy, cause the beat's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fresh out the federal building, the Bentley coupes with the convertible ceilings. It's the Black Widow. Call me Miss White. I done been through it all. Shootouts and fist fights. Brooklyn bitch, you go wrong, I get right. Back with a classic, now give me 6 mics. Can't reach me on the phone and send a bitch a kite. Man, I do it in Hillsdorf, there Chris Nice. Stand behind Martin Luther King, but I'm more like Malcolm X. Gorillas beating on their chest, get it right on Malcolm X. Please keep the peace, cause if cowards show me disrespect, my niggas put a soul to rest and I don't wanna see you champagne in my campaign. Kim for mayor, told you I'm the same bitch from the escalator. And I ain't tripping off you rats and investigators. Get your envelopes, time to address the haters.
My niggas pull triggers, stack figures, whoa, whoa, whoa. Snitch niggas, broke niggas, not my niggas, no, no, no. In the club, we sippin' Don P, sippin' lovely, oh, whoa, whoa. Sexy ladies going crazy, cause the beat's like, whoa, whoa,
whoa. Order on the beat. Order on the beat. Well.
You slipping with no protection, lead you in the wrong direction. Every nigga around you is a reflection of you when you were at your lowest point in your life, dog. Niggas wanna catch you slipping. Don't wanna catch you slipping. Slipping.
No more More Mrs. Nice Bitch. Niggas done flipped the script and got on some shy shit. Selling they soul and love is priceless. They kicked me when I was down and stuck in a crisis. I kept it all in and now I'm about to erupt. Man, fuck the law, the whole system's corrupt. A street grudge put me in front of a judge, but I stood there like what? The beat don't budge. It's a foul game, no such thing as fair play. And real niggas get railroaded every day. Words misconstrued and used against you. Then you get screwed when it's time to sentence you. World caving in, it's a shitty situation. A year and a day, 3 years probation. Public humiliation, poor representation. Guilty by association.
Now don't you know that they want to catch you slipping with no protection, lead you in the wrong direction. Every nigga around you is a reflection of you when you were at your lowest point in your life, dog. Niggas wanna catch you slipping. Don't wanna catch you slipping.
I'ma stand.
I think we're on agreement. This is when the album starts to take a sudden turn.
Wait, sudden?
But yeah, I mean, because again, we started out with Spell Check, which we liked. Lighters Up, which we really liked. I don't know if we're missing anything with the 55-second long "Shut Up, Bitch" intro.
Nah, that's Cat Williams.
It's Cat Is that Money Mike? When they talk about
Mike,
okay,
yeah.
so Money Mike is character. Okay, so
little humor.
Okay, a little humor. Okay, again, but then the actual "Shut Up, Bitch." We all are in agreement here. I mean, I don't know how someone okayed the budget. I could see almost the attempt. I mean, obviously the attempt. The execution was terrible, but I understand like, oh, this has a potential for like even the hook, shut up, bitch. Like it's kind of like, okay, I understand where you're going with this, but it wasn't it. It wasn't.
I mean, Jules, if you listen to that record, it gives me a Timbaland Neptune's Missy-esque vibe with that kind of song, the way the song is crafted.
It does. It reminds me of 2005.
Right, precisely my point. Precisely my point.
Getting beat CDs.
Precisely my point.
Of random anybody's. And everybody trying to imitate a Swiss, a Timbaland.
I could agree.
A Ron Browse or something like, and this was someone's attempt to try to sound like you said, like Timbaland. I think
I could agree. The thing with this album, right? I get everybody's feeling as far as the sudden turn. The thing is, and I mentioned it in the chat. The point to this record, I think, when this album came out, was that they had the TV show out. She was getting ready to get locked up.
Oh, she did. That's right.
And they were really trying to use this album to leverage the TV show at the time. Because like I was saying earlier, when I did the buy-in for this record at the retailer I used to work for, the whole thing was they were trying to pitch the record and sell the record that she's getting locked up. She's on TV. She has exposure. We're going to work the record. It's not the greatest record, but you can hear the sound. It sounds like 2005 with that particular sound, that was happening at the time. So I think with this record, they were marketing the record to really not necessarily appeal to like a boom. It's not for boom bap person. This is not a boom bap record. It's
but
not
it
95.
2005.
95.
No mainstream boom bap.
It's none of that, right? But that's the whole thing. It's because it's none of that. It's being sold and marketed to somebody else to generate the money as fast, as quick as possible while she's locked up. We'll capitalize off of it, and that's why you have the music that you have on this record.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
I just want to point out.
That's whack.
I just want to point out something. So you said she made this. They made this album before she went in. Scan.
Yeah. So part of it was like some of the tracks, like she was getting ready. They knew she was going away, and the tracks were coming out, right? Yeah. And the label was basically, like Jules always says, the label has to make their money. There's a budget. We got to make money.
It was a reality show.
It was a reality show.
It was about the countdown.
Right.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
So
it's like T.I.
So we're gonna use that as the exposure to sell the record. Yeah. You know what I mean? And to Jules's point, we're not selling this to we're not only selling it to New York people or New York fans. We're trying to get as many people as we can. That's why the music sounds the way it sounds on this record, in my opinion.
They try to get him.
You know what? You know how I look at it, man. So like the album before this was La Bella Mafia, right? Which to me was a solid album. It had some really dope joints, and overall was just solid. But it has some really dope joints on there. And now I just feel like, I mean, look, man, Tupac made Me Against the World when he was in jail, or right before. I mean, that's a classic album, even though the source gave it 4 mics, but that's a classic album. You know what I mean? You can still do amazing stuff. And I get it. Are you saying it was more so rushed? Is that what you're implying?
No,
not necessarily, because if you know me, right, I would say at the same time this came out, you had that split because you also had the Koch, the Land Speed, and all those records that were popping out too. So I wouldn't necessarily per se say it's rushed. I would just say everything is going in different directions at this point, in my opinion. And
I'm gonna give him the credit of saying it was probably rushed because
me too.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be real here. Let's be real. We're talking about the album, right? But for this instance, we're talking about Little Kim. I know how you guys like talk sports. Let me see if this reference works. She's a flagship artist.
Right.
Absolutely. What's your point?
The budget. Why get a make believe Timbaland beat? Get the fucking Timbaland beat. Shit, you had to jump off the last album.
That's true.
Right.
This one leads me to believe the album's probably rushed because it's like,
we are skating.
I don't know.
Past the points.
I don't know.
You're talking about this album being a 5 mic.
Exactly.
I don't think it's listen, based on the last 3 songs we just heard, I don't know how ending up at a 5 mic situation.
How do we get 5 mics out of this? I know we're not even halfway through. How do we get 5 mics out of this album? And I mean, I'm looking at the albums that came out in 2005. You got Late Registration, the Carter 2, the documentary, Beat, the Missile Show.
Oh wow!
Coming.
I mean, you know why I got 5
had
mics.
its own.
You know why, but you know why I got 5 mics.
I mean, I know why.
Could you enlighten us, Scan?
But
Could you enlighten us, Scan? How did you get it?
What's that?
Please. The details. We need the details, please.
I'm calling bullshit on why he got 5 mics, bro.
Or even Dreddy saying like, "Yo, throw some Missy throwaway beats, something." You know what I'm saying? Like,
so her manager, right, was dating Dave Mays. Is that what it was?
I thought she was dating Dave Mays.
I don't know how that story goes. Jules, you know about that story.
There's definitely some involved. Dave Mays is involved somehow, some way. I thought he was dating her. Maybe it's the manager, as Mal says. But point is, beyond even just, let's even say like, some like inner hookup. I think just like, and we've talked about it in the previous episode, Nas Stillmatic, there was a lot of skip factors for me in Stillmatic. So in my book of 5 mics, I don't know, it should have that many skip factors. And when you talk about this album, we're already 6 songs in, half of that already, I'm like, yeah. And we're talking about a 5 mic already situated. We're not talking about like, should this get it? Like, it got it. End of story. And Nas got his, I feel, around the time for politics, around the time, Jay got 5. It's like, well, we got to get it. In this particular case, even if it's just somebody dating somebody or someone, blah, 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 paid for it, I think it's just based on the fact of like, we hadn't in 2005 really seen anybody going to jail like that we, again, look at a flagship kind of artist and being like, oh, she going to jail for keeping it real. Like, she going to jail for not opening her mouth. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, we got to, again, the hip hop weird world, not just the source, but like, we respect that. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta praise that. And she got an album coming out. We're gonna support that. And
I got a question too for you, Jules. When you're done, I got a question for you when you're done. No, so to kind of what dudes are bringing up in the chat, right? So let's go with that. Let's go with that theory. It's a flagship artist. It got the 5 mic dissection. She has a budget.
Politics. Just
how much would it have cost to get all the big name producers to make this happen?
Man, this is what makes me think it's rushed. Because it's Little Kim, bro.
But how much would it have cost to get all the tracks that we want on this album?
At that time, and it sounds like
it'll probably been expensive.
And it sounds like they're not using samples, so they're not trying to clear the money that way. So the producer's trying to get most of that money right then and there to them.
You might have ate up your budget paying Timbaland for the last song you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let's be real, man. If I very rarely agree with the homie Jules DJ. But it's Little Kim, dog. It's Little Kim. It's not somebody new. Yeah. It's not somebody
so
just
wait,
coming out.
So wait. Okay, and I listen, I hear both y'all. My devil's advocate is then, do we go ahead and spend the $1-2 million that we can't recoup to give her all these producers?
Yeah,
but we can't recoup
that.
We're not recouping that.
If you know you're not recouping that, if you know you're not recouping that back, as a business, you're not recouping that back.
I mean, okay, from a business, but why do y'all think that you wouldn't recoup?
2005, Little Kim, I don't think I would be getting that money back. I'm sorry.
I mean, even the
first week sales were 109,000.
109.
It's a big deal back then.
That's good.
True,
back then.
That was good back then.
Very good.
What was the
very
second?
good back
What
then.
was the second week? As we know, which is equally
It
important.
always drops. Yeah.
It always drops,
Yeah.
and,
I mean,
and
okay,
how
because-
much it drops is very
but-
important.
I don't
much
think I don't even think it got any kind of plaque status because La Bella Mafia.
Correct.
Not RAAA. Again, I don't trust their numbers so much, but you're looking at a platinum album. The album
listen.
before this. Hardcore, the album before that.
Yo,
You feel me?
Yeah,
Notorious
but-
A.I.M.
But that's also my point. If she had her albums were hardcore, right? And then what? La Bella Mafia
Notorious.
came,
No, Notorious.
Notorious
Yeah.
A.I.M. and then La Bella Mafia.
Bella Mafia. Mhm.
I mean, her track record for albums was there. Now, if you're gonna say you're not gonna recoup the money because she was going to jail, okay, I can hear you there. So you just don't do anything. You give her shit box beats.
not necessarily going to jail, but
I don't think all of those last 3 records, all of them were shit box beats. Maybe the Shut Up Bitch should have been a little interlude, but they weren't shit box beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting here.
Bro, Shut Up Bitch was corny. Straight up corny.
No. I said it should have been an interlude. It should have been just a little interlude.
Whoa, as the second single. Keep in mind, I didn't even recognize it even when it came. I said, "Oh, I know this from the radio," and it's like, "Oh, right," because it's the second. Like, it's bad. It's a second single. I recognize it. That doesn't mean it's good. I mean, there's only one Whoa that I respect. We all know that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And
yes.
At this point in time, to even similarly take the same sort of hook,
Right.
it was corny. And then like even just
That's-
hook, even without the Whoa, the
What you're describing sounds like part of the Rush process, bro.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like part of the Rush process. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to stop and say, as someone who never really listened to this album, I'm expecting to hear fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not necessarily shit. Like that first that Shut Up Bitch is a skip record because that should have been an interlude in my opinion.
Did you like Whoa, the second single?
No, I didn't necessarily like that record, but
And,
I think
and did you like Slippin', the very last record?
Slipping, that one didn't bother me as much. I think it was
That
Scan
beat
said it
was
was a
alright.
boring record.
It was okay.
That one didn't bother me. That
it
didn't
was
bother. It didn't make
okay.
me. Are you looking for me to jump out the fucking window on every record? Or
I'm trying to go viral, baby. Yes.
see this?